his or her name affixed to it. And as each one returns home, and so far 66 have, we return his or her military flag and replace it with an American flag. After this evening, there will be 72 total flags, with 7 of them armed forces flags that will be awaiting return to their representatives. 4 Marines, 2 Army, 1 Navy. Kathy and George, you're here once again to place a Marine flag in our display in honor of your son, Lance Corporal Dan Croak. Several people and veterans are here just as they were in the previous occasion when you placed that Marine flag once before while Dan was serving in Afghanistan in 2011. And then we presented it to you for Dan on December 14th, 2011. Tonight, you're going to put his Marine flag back in as Dan was deployed last week to a combat area in the Middle East. So at this time, Mr. Rothermel will accompany you guys to the display to insert that Marine Corps flag for Dan. If you have an option, do you want to hold on to that, or do you want us to hold on to it?
Might be safer.
Safer if we hold on? Okay, just put the tail off there too. Folks, the name Croak is familiar to many of us because the name relates to the tremendous Socks for Soldiers campaign that we had last year when thousands of pairs of socks were collected, donated, and shipped to our troops in Afghanistan due to the efforts of the Croaks, Northampton Township, its residents, the kids at Council Rock, and Famous Footwear. Dan wasn't able to come to the supervisors' meeting to personally claim his flag when he was home on leave back in December. And that was due mainly because there was no supervisors meeting scheduled while he was home on leave. However, Supervisor Komolowski and myself got to meet him when he was in town, and he stopped by to say hello with his mom and dad and his wonderful wife, Leah. At that time, he said that he was looking forward, this is unusual, but I guess not for that kind of Marine, he was looking forward to another deployment, and he made good use of his time while he was at home, or at his home base at Camp Lejeune, North Carolina, because you see, Lee is pregnant, and they are going to expect their first child in a few months. So when Danny comes home from his current deployment, he'll get to see him be welcomed home by his baby boy. Mr. Chairman.
Just on behalf of the council, I want to just thank you and recognize you. Danny's service, I know it has to be a huge burden for a mother and family. Sacrifice is also on you. And I also want to tell the township that they give of themselves in many different ways. George is one of our best volunteer firefighters here, so the whole family has been great. So thank you very much for that.
has been documented so often nowadays, those that serve our country in the military are at risk whether they are on U.S. soil or foreign soil. Their lives are put on the line each and every day. Northampton and our country are proud of what our soldiers are doing for the freedoms we enjoy here at home. As I always point out, we would be remiss not to mention the fact that two of our patriots did not make it home safe and sound. And they were our Army PFC Bobby Dembowski Jr. and Army Master Sergeant Ken Elwell. Their American flags are in the display, front row center, with a black streamer containing their names. I'll never forget Bobby and Ken and the service they gave while paying the ultimate price. Bobby Dembowski, almost 5 years ago on May 24th, 2007, and Ken Elwell just about 9 months ago on July 17, 2011. To you, Kathy and George, thanks to your son Daniel and his service to our country. We're proud to have him as one of our Northampton Patriot residents. We look forward to welcoming him home in the near future. Please give him a great Semper Fi from me, our best wishes, and hopefully when we see him and he comes back, maybe he can bring Leah and baby with him. So until then, God bless him, all our troops serving in harm's way, and give him that Semper Fi. Thank you.